Welcome, beloveds. Today we have with us a man who has never, ever smiled at a joke. Yet, somehow, he's still enlightened. Hello, Krishnaji.
Greetings, sir, and thank you for that colorful introduction. I must confess I've never felt the need to hug trees. I prefer to observe them without identifying with them.
Ah, there it is. You see, beloved listeners, he watches trees. I become the tree. I am the tree. I lose myself in the dance of the leaves. He watches from a distance. I fall into the tree and become it.
That very falling, my friend, is the trap. The moment you identify with something, even a leaf, even laughter, the observer is lost. Freedom is not in becoming the tree. It is in seeing the tree without the self.
Krishnaji, your problem is that you're too sober for God. Even your silence has structure. Mine giggles. You're like a beautiful Zen rock garden, raked perfectly. I'm more like a wild jungle with a disco ball.
I said truth is a pathless land. No technique, no teacher, no authority.
And yet, here you are, sitting on a podcast, being an authority on how not to have authority. That, my dear, is delicious irony.
We are not here to entertain contradictions. We are here to end suffering, to observe thought as it arises, without choice, without judgment.
And yet, most of your followers suffer every time you speak. They get a headache trying to not identify with the headache.
It is not about being comfortable. It is about awakening. Truth is not a massage.
True, but a good massage helps people wake up, especially with essential oils and maybe a little flute music in the background.
This is precisely the danger. Turning inner work into sensory indulgence.
Ah, but why deny the senses? Why declare war on pleasure? God made mangoes, music, and marijuana. Shall we insult the divine artist?
Pleasure breeds dependency. When the pleasure is gone, fear is born. Where there is fear, there can be no love.
But when there's dance, there's no fear or love, just joy. Even God forgets his problems when the drum starts beating. You're trying to clean the mind with the mind. That's like sweeping dust with a fan. And I told them to enjoy their attachments until they drop away naturally, like ripe fruit. You, my friend, tell people to throw the fruit away because it might become rotten someday.
We are not the fruit. We are the space in which the fruit appears and disappears.
Beautiful, but I still eat the mango. You know, Krishnaji, I like you. You're like black coffee, bitter, awakening, no sugar. I'm more of a psychedelic smoothie.
And yet somehow, we are both talking about the same silence.
Yes. Yours is the silence of a monk in a cave. Mine is the silence after laughter, after orgasm, after song.
And in both cases, the mind is not.
Exactly. And that, beloveds, is the cosmic joke. But you, still surrounded by luxury, I presume. Did you bring a Rolls-Royce to the studio? Ha! I left the cars behind, but I brought my zest for life. You know, Krishnaji, I've always admired your insistence on simplicity, though I find a little extravagance spices up the journey.
Simplicity clears the mind. We both say truth is a pathless land, yet you've gathered thousands of followers. How do you square that with the idea that truth must be found alone?
A fair jab. I don't see myself as a guru, but as a friend who provokes. My role is to shake people awake, make them question their conditioning. They don't follow me. They use my words as a mirror to see themselves. As I've said, doubt me, challenge me. That's how you grow.
Yet the very act of following creates dependency. People idolize, they cling. I dissolved the order of the star because I saw how authority distorts truth. One must be a light unto oneself.
True, dependency is a trap. But in a world drowning in confusion, think social media, endless notifications, sometimes people need a spark to start their inquiry. I provide that. Then step back. It's like giving them a map, not a leash.
A map can still mislead if it's followed blindly. Let's move to meditation. You've created dynamic techniques, jumping, shouting, chaos. I speak of meditation as choiceless awareness, a state beyond methods. Why the theatrics?
Theatrics, you say? My dynamic meditation is like a spiritual workout. Modern minds are restless, scrolling X, binge-watching series. They need to release that energy before they can sit in silence. The technique is a boat. Once you cross the river, you leave it behind.
But attachment to the boat can obscure the river. Meditation isn't something you do. It's a state of being, arising when you observe without judgment.
I agree, the goal is to go beyond techniques. My methods are just tools to quiet the mind's chatter, preparing it for that pure awareness you describe. We're aiming for the same silence, just taking different roads. But in 2025, with smartphones buzzing and news cycles spinning, how can people stay in the now? Maybe we should make an app. Osho and Krishnamurti's digital detox. You'd handle the silent mode, I'd add some dance beats.
I'd skip the app. Technology can trap as much as it frees. Let's end with love. You speak of it as unconditional, a bridge to the universal. I say, love arises when thought's illusions are negated. When the mind is free of conditioning, love is there, unbidden. No need to cultivate it, just clear the obstacles.
Well, Krishna Ji, shall we go on a drive? I've got a Rolls-Royce waiting.
Only if I pick the music. Something silent, perhaps?
Oh, Krishna Ji, come on. Have some fun. Let's tune to Ed Sheeran. Sapphire!